What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. This is Ali Garced, or Ali the Agent, on all social media. This video is specifically for what we offer if you are deciding to change brokerages and join us, or if you are a new agent. I'm going over exactly what the financials are with EXP and what I offer, what Shelby offers, what Ruben offers, what Micah offers, so that way you have an insight as to who we are before you meet with me or Ruben or Shelby or Micah or anybody on our crew. Because if you join me or name me as a sponsor, you get everything of what they have access to. If you name anyone that I have already sponsored in as a sponsor, you also have everything that I give you access to, everything that Shelby and Ruben, Micah gives you access to. Nothing is lost. And on top of that, you get the benefit of having someone else provide you support as well. Okay, so first I'm going to go over the EXP financials, the numbers, and that way when you book a call with us, you have more knowledge of what EXP is going to look like for you, just like general EXP. This is not 5 pillars, general EXP. So that way, when you book a call with us, we can have a higher conversation, what kind of clientele you're going to want to go after, what those numbers are going to look like, and have a more tailored discussion for you. So this is what we call the EXP summary sheet. Okay, so first of all, there is a slight mistake. I do want to point this out. Over here where it says 5 pillars team, we are not a team. We are a community of agents. What that means to you, and there is a difference. What that means to you is we don't take any of your commission. We're not a team. You get all of our resources for free. We give you everything just for free. We're not asking for a 50-50 split or a 60-40 split. We're not taking jack diddly squat. So I do want to point out that error. So, okay, starting with the technology. In case you don't know, this could be a refresh. If not, just bear with me because I do want to go over this again with you. Technology, we have the EXP World, and that's where it's the virtual cloud office where you can go talk to the brokers, attend any of our courses, attend any of our state meetings, or attend any icon, like all the trainings. The 50 to 60 hours a week of training that we have for EXP alone is in the EXP World. Then there's also SkySlope. There's another video on my website about SkySlope, so watch that one. But that's pretty much our digital place to put the paperwork, which hopefully your transaction coordinator will be doing for you. Hire a transaction coordinator, please. Do not ever ask me about how to do the paperwork. I will not be that person. Okay, then number 3 is KV Core. That's our CRM. You get this included with your membership to EXP, which is just $85 a month. I'll get into that in a second. And if you were to purchase KV Core on the outside, it costs upwards of $500 a month. KV Core is very extensive. Is it clunky? Yes. Is it perfect? No. No CRM is perfect though. And the best CRM for you is just the one that you're going to use. I highly suggest you dig into KV Core. You take advantage of it since you're paying for it anyway, because it is so helpful and we have so many trainings on how to use it. Making It Rain is an optional lead generation program to where you can pay for leads. I've never used it. I've heard good things. We at 5 Pillars community, not team, teach you how to find your own leads. So that way you're never reliant on anyone else to, give me leads, like how my business will only survive if someone else is giving me leads. No. We're going to teach you how to be an actual business owner in our community. So that's what we offer as the technology at EXP. Scrolling down a little bit for the financial and the brokerage, it's an 80-20 split with EXP. If you are already an agent and say you have already capped at whatever brokerage you're currently at, please let us know that, whether you're meeting with me or Shelby, Ruben, Micah, etc., because EXP has a cap deferral program. It honors the fact that you have capped at a different brokerage, and it will bring you into 100% commission split from the day that you sign on. So please let us know if you have already capped, but otherwise, if you haven't, it's an 80-20 split unless you are a brand new agent, or if you're an agent that's transferring brokerages that has not done 3 transactions within the last 12 months. At that point, you're going to be placed in the EXP Mentor program. So instead of 80-20 split, it's going to be 60-40 only for your first 3 transactions. If you think that you're really not going to use your mentor, like you don't need them, then it is negotiable mentor by mentor. You have to discuss this with your mentor. Digging a little deeper into the 60-40 split, the 20%, just like regular, goes to EXP. Well, sort of. I'll get into that portion later. 10% goes into the mentor program, and that's a really good program that actually helps you how to start finding your own leads. And it's always changing. It's always improving. So the mentor program that's out there now is different from the one that I did. And even the one that I did was very helpful. I was surprised by how helpful it was. So 10% goes to the mentor program and the other 10% goes to the actual mentor. 10%, that's jack shit. And what I mean by that is these mentors that sign up, you have to volunteer to be an EXP mentor and you have to have the background to prove it that you actually do transactions and you've done a lot within just the last 12 months. They're doing this out of the goodness of their heart. 10% isn't anything. So with that said, a lot of mentors have a lot of mentees. The mentor program is what you make of it. And that's like for anything in life, right? Like if you want to make the most out of something, it's up to you to reach out to them. Do not wait for them to reach out to you. They won't. You reach out to them and say, hey, this is kind of what I have a question on, or this is what my goal is. I want to work FSBOs. I want to work, whatever. You can reach out to them and they will help you. Overall, ask them the best way for you to work with them. I have another video on my YouTube channel specifically on how to work with an EXP mentor. So if you're a broker owner and you're bringing your brokerage over to EXP and you have some agents that haven't yet done 3 transactions, they will be placed with an EXP mentor. And that way they get the best of both worlds. They get the EXP mentor that knows the EXP isms. They have you still. They have me and the entire EXP upline. Now let's go into the cap. EXP is a $16,000 cap. After that, it's just $250 per transaction. So in Tucson and really St. Paul, Minneapolis at this time, that's like roughly 7 houses, 8 houses-ish before you can then get 100% commission for the remainder of that year, and it recycles every year. Once you hit that $16,000, or rather once EXP gets $16,000, again, you're at 100% commission. If you do an extra 20 transactions after that, you hit what EXP calls the Icon program. It's the top 1.5% of the entire brokerage of like almost 90,000 agents. And you have the option to get up to that entire $16,000 back to you in the form of EXP stock. You'll get half of that pretty much that week, if not the same day. And the other half, EXP asks you to collaborate in training since you clearly know what you're doing. So give back to other EXP agents by going to the training, go to any like cultural events such as regional rallies or EXP Con, stuff like that. Ask your broker about what opportunities there are to get that back. Monthly costs is $85 a month. Now breaking that up, $50 of that is for the technology. And that's with everything that you're given. Your website, a group phone number. Your website's gonna be first name, last name, .exprealty.com. Your email alias, pretty much like a forwarding email to whatever email address you want to receive your realtor emails for. The SkySlope, the EXP World, all of the trainings, that's the technology fee. The other $35 is for the EXP University. And EXP University, we have 50 to 60 hours a week of training. This is like every hour on the hour for an hour. It is taught by top level agents that actually want to give back and are currently doing business right now. So it's not like your agents, if you're a broker owner, it's not like your agents are going to be learning techniques that worked in the 90s or the early 2000s. It's today. It's really, really good training. I highly suggest going to any and all Icon series that you can. So it's $85 a month, except for the first month, which costs like an extra $50, $149, one-time fee to sign up. So that includes the first month as well as the additional $50 for the paperwork to onboard you into EXP. After that, it's just transaction-based fees. So it's $85 per transaction. Out of that $85, it's $60 for the risk management, and that's up to a $750 cap, and $25 for the broker review per transaction. So those are the costs. Now I want to go into equity and stocks. So there are 4 methods to earn EXP stock. The first one is that you can get $200 of EXP stock. At this time, things may always change, so don't come at me, but $200 for your first transaction of every year. That goes into your EXP stock, brokerage account, and it's vested for 3 years. Majority of them are. What is not is your Icon. Every single time you cap, for every year, you'll get $400. Anytime you attract an agent, you get $400. And of course, when you hit Icon, you can get up to $16,000. Now, on the right side, there are ways to purchase EXP stock. And one of them, that this top bullet here, is you can get a 5% discount out of every commission check. This is an optional way. You can opt in and opt out at any time that you want. But if you wanted every single time you get a closing to have 5% of that, purchase EXP stock at a 5% discount that day, so you're already up, you can do that. A lot of agents choose to do that, and that's how they significantly get more and more stock. By the way, I should make a huge disclaimer. Stocks can go up, down, sideways, in between. I can't make any promises about the stock. I hope that you understand that. Now, EXPI stock, of course, it's a publicly traded company, so anybody can also purchase stocks on the open market. Let's go down to revenue share. If you have ever been interested in recruiting, or if you've been like, oh, like what is revenue share? I don't really understand it. This is a simplified version of what revenue share looks like. And if you have any other further questions, when you book that call with either me, somebody in my downline or upline, anybody, ask us. We are here to answer your questions. But pretty much any single time you attract an agent that actually closes, it's not just about attracting people. It's a brokerage first. We sell real estate that otherwise we wouldn't make a living. So any single time that agent closes a deal, you get a small portion of that. Remember when I said I would go back to that 20% that goes to EXP? That's actually false. It doesn't actually all go to EXP. It actually, a huge chunk of it, 50%, goes to that EXP sponsor and their EXP upline, your family. What would be us? So say you sponsor Johnny in. Johnny is not a new agent, so he starts the 80-20 split, or even if he is a new agent, whatever, he ends up capping, right? He ends up getting the $16,000 paid toward EXP, he caps. You can make up to $2,800 by having Steven in your level 1. Now, if you also attracted Martha and Janet and, however many other agents in your level 1, you can get $2,800 per capping agent in your level 1. By the way, this model it's similar, very, very similar to Keller Williams, but Keller Williams has profit share. So it's not revenue share. Just by definition alone, profit is after all expenses. Revenue share is above the line, is what we used to call it. So before any other expenses are taken out. Therefore, revenue share, you're always going to make more than profit share. Not a bash on Keller Williams, great brokerage, but that's the difference. Revenue share, profit share. People are like, what are all these shares? So I always have to explain that. So I just want to make sure that that's clear for you. So say you sponsored in, who did I say? Johnny. Johnny sponsors in Elizabeth, who is also a capping agent. Johnny gets $2,800 based off of his help contributing to Elizabeth's hard work. That's what the EXP model is all about. We are financially incentivized to have your business succeed because we get paid a chunk. And so not only does Johnny get paid $2,800 because Elizabeth is in his level 1, but Elizabeth is in your level 2, so you would get $3,200 based off of Elizabeth's closings. And on top of that, you get $2,800 because Johnny is also a capping agent. So hopefully you see how that works. It goes all the way down. EXP, by the way, invented revenue share, and then they pretty much reinvented it June or May of 2024, where they did a revenue share 2.0. And this is reflective of that 2.0 because you'll see levels 1, 2, and 3. You don't need any agents in your level 1 in order to unlock level 4. That was huge, 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 huge. You'll see here in EXP, you end up getting more-ish toward the bottom of the tiers. Level 7, you get the most. And now you only need 30 agents in your level 1 in order to unlock level 7. I hope this isn't confusing you too much. Again, once you book the call with us, we can show you a little bit more of how that would look like. So that is the EXP summary sheet. Now I also want to go over the rest of what I offer, and then I'm going to go over what Shelby offers, Ruben, and Micah, but I will make this concise. This is my website. This is where you have seen this video. Please watch the other videos too before you book the call, a little bit more on SkySlope and the lead generation overview, the EXP overview in 10 minutes. It's going to give you just more information. So in that way, again, we can have this call at a much higher level and talk about your specific goals. I'm going to spend some time over here. By joining our community, you're going to get unlimited free one-on-one accountability groups, coaching, mentorship, you name it, we are giving it to you. We pour our heart and soul into our downline because of the model, like we attract people that we like And we're financially incentivized to see you succeed. So we're gonna go as far as possible as long as you meet us halfway. We can never want this more than you. So as soon as we see that you're showing up, we're gonna show up as well. And we're here for it. We're here for the group coaching, the individual coaching, one-on-one, etc. I wanna go over the buyer and seller checklist that I will be giving you. As soon as you onboard, whether you join me or someone in my downline, you're going to get the home buyer template. And this is the exact checklist. You'll see it's 23 pages long, but it covers everything, everything. If you're doing a 1031 exchange, this is what to do if you're representing the buyer. This is how to even find a buyer. So I'm not going to go through this because this is public and this is exclusive to our community within EXP. So you have to join us to get this, or at least join me or somebody in my downline. But it covers the template, how to even find, buyer initiation, how to find the buyers, the documents that you're going to need, how to even show houses. And it'll help you go through the entire escrow process. The same thing is what we're going to have here for the seller checklist as well. And in case you didn't know, I am mainly an outbound referral agent right now. I became an outbound referral agent my first year in the business, and I made $200,000 last year just in outbound referrals, and I made Icon just by doing that. So for those that are interested in mainly just doing outbound referrals, I also have a referral checklist. I can't click the button right now, but I promise you, we have a checklist for that. And whether you are a new agent or you're a broker owner and you're bringing over your brokerage with you, we have an onboarding checklist as well. Now, this is a 200-step onboarding checklist. It covers everything. Is this mandatory to complete? Absolutely not. Nothing is. Again, we're not a team. We're not a formal team. We are a community. So we're going to give you all the resources that you'll ever need. You can pick and choose by meeting with us, letting us know whether you want to be more of a listing agent or a referral agent or buyer's agent. We'll show you the way, like which trainings to watch that'll be best for your business. But this has covered every step that I've ever thought of for onboarding. It shows you step by step what to do. Also, what comes included as being part of our community is my real estate Bible. Now, this is everything that I have ever thought about in real estate sales put into a Google Doc. Again, entirely only for those that join me or somebody in my downline, not upline, downline. And as well as I have a folder, Google folder, where we have some recorded trainings. We have free books that I've purchased for you, so that way you can read The Hands-Off Investor in case you want to invest, Skill by David Green, Scale by David Green, great realtor books. We have a folder just on AI. We have team tracker stuff, because if you don't track your business, you don't know where you're messing up. So again, I don't want to go too in the weeds. We'll do this once you join us, and I'll show you exactly what the most important items are depending on your goals. And of course, in case you haven't heard of us, we are also the hosts of The Agent Goldmine. So I'm the host, Shelby's the host as well. And we have a ton. We have over 120 videos at this time, or episodes at this time. Check us out. So that's what I offer. I'm going to ask you how often you want to meet, and then we're going to meet as often as you want, like literally for free. There is no extra add-on prices for anybody. Nobody in 5 Pillars is going to be like, oh, okay, well, this is going to charge extra. Gotcha. There are no gotchas like that. So as often as you want to meet, let me know, we will meet. So this is what Shelby offers. Shelby, with 5 Pillars, we have our own app. It's called the Mighty Networks. So you're going to have access to this. This is where you're going to see the roster of everyone that's part of our community, all of our trainings that are coming up, the library of recorded trainings, because my goodness, are you going to watch some recorded trainings? You're going to need to. They are so good. And this is where you can ask questions to our community and you're going to get responses. For the recorded trainings, you're going to then have access to Shelby's 5 Pillars Google Drive, which is all of this. Literally, you can type anything in, scripts, FSBOs, how to get more listings, like literally anything, it's in here. This alone is worth it, trust me. This is all I had when I joined as a brand new agent. That's how I was able to get 20 transactions as a part-time agent my first year as a solo agent when I was across the country from the rest of 5 Pillars. You don't need anybody by your side. That's a limiting belief. Teach yourself. You got this. But also we're here for you too. Okay, that's what Shelby offers. She offers amazing trainings. We're going to show you what trainings we have over here. This is the list of all the trainings that we offer. So the yellow are the 5 Pillars ones. The Tuesday trainings are so important. They are so good. So good. The yellow one over here on Thursdays is scripts practice. That's open to the public. And then we have, this is everything that what you're going to get. The orange ones are the ones that I think are the most important ones to attend from EXP, not including the Icon series. Watch that on your own time. The pink one is what Legacy Builders offers, which is Micah Mruwat and her community, which we fall under. And in case you've never watched any of my videos, this is the order of our EXP community. Micah Mruwat has sponsored in Ruben Garcia, who sponsored in Shelby Johnson, who sponsored in me. So if you join me, you get access to every single person. If you join anybody in my downline, you get access to everyone plus the rest. So you can attend any of these trainings. This will be an attachment to your email once you join us. And further going into what Ruben offers, he has a Facebook group called RevDev. This is so good, especially the portions on database work. So if you're a new agent or if you're new to using a CRM, he has 3 videos on here, which is worth the entire Facebook group alone. And as well as Micah Mruwat, when you join us, you're gonna have access to a course that Micah otherwise charges, but it's free for you, and it helps you get started on the foundation of what it's like to be a real estate agent. So again, super helpful if you're a broker owner or a team leader that's bringing over some agents that need a little bit more hand-holding, this is it. So whether you're looking to meet with me, somebody in my downline, somebody in my upline, this is the video to watch first. Thank you for watching. Write down all of your questions that you have, so that way when you meet with us, we can answer your questions, we can have that conversation at a higher level. We hope that you join us, because I promise you, we have everything you need to succeed, all for free.